Hey everyone, this is Erin from Jupiter Rising Tarot, and I am here today with your weekly astrological card pull. As you can see, I have our earth signs out and ready. Our first earth sign is Taurus, then Virgo, and then Capricorn. You are free to watch this whole video, or just the sign that you want to listen to, okay? For these readings, just as an FYI, I am using the Energy Oracle card deck, okay, by Sandra Anne Taylor. And at the end of each individual card pull, I will be using an affirmation from Sandra Taylor's guidebook for this. I think they are really relevant and helpful for the readings that I'm doing today. I already posted the video for the fire signs, so here's the thing, is if you want, you can always check out those other videos. You can do this reading and it can apply to sun, rising, and moon. Your primary would be your sun, and then your rising, and then your moon is all your emotions, things like that. This is a full moon, so don't be surprised if you're feeling some amplified energy. It's another reason why I chose this deck. Another information I'd like to say is that tomorrow is the full moon in Capricorn. I will be putting together a video for a full moon ritual cord cutting. So if you'd be interested in that, please come by tomorrow and check that out. Sometimes we need to actually cut cords with people, situations, and old ideas, and in order for us to move forward in our goals. All right, so I am going to now pull the card for Taurus. If you are a Taurus, this is your card. All right, Taurus, thank you for being here. And again, I am using the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Anne Taylor. And this is your card for this reading. All right. So I don't know about you, Taurus, but I have been doing some chakra work. I have been working on third eye. Personally, I was doing fourth chakra for a while. So, I'm kind of moving my way through the chakras as I need them. And so chakra 5 for you is all about speaking your truth. Now, I remember when I went through this, I used a lot of herbs in order to help me open up my voice. Somewhere along the line, I lost my voice. Now, if you are in that case, if this is your situation rather, Taurus, if you feel like you've lost your ability to speak, if you feel like you have lost your power, right? This is a really good card for you because it tells you that you need to express yourself. You need to get those ideas and emotions out there in a positive way, right? So if you're feeling, when you're feeling something and you're struggling to articulate what you're feeling, right? That's what this chakra is all about, right? It's about getting yourself together, harnessing all the energy that you need and focusing it in a productive way, okay? It's about positive communication. Okay, so this is also about how you speak to yourself. It's about speaking up for yourself. Sometimes you got to speak up for yourself to yourself, right? So if that's the case, that cord cutting ceremony I'm going to do tomorrow will really help that, because if that's part of your problem, that you diminish yourself, your own inner talk, your self-talk is negative towards yourself, you need to cut that. You need to actually cut the cords you have with that negative self-talk, and that's something we'll get into tomorrow. So yeah, come back for that because it could help you with this right now. Okay, this is the time to let your words flow. You don't have to necessarily hold back, right? But be articulate. Let your ideas flow and take the time to cultivate them, because remember, communication is really important. Okay, communication, you may be asked in the near future to discuss very important topics. You may be asked to really put yourself out there, and if you're nervous, right, you may get all choked up and you may find that you are struggling a little bit. Okay, if historically you are one that has trouble expressing yourself. Okay, there are ways to deal with that. Okay, sometimes it's just about looking at yourself in the mirror and practicing, right? Writing it out, practicing, saying it if it's a physical problem, right? If it's you're not comfortable with speaking words, right, Taurus? So, that's a good way to practice. Sometimes you literally get something stuck in your throat. Maybe you've been silent about an issue for so long that you're about to explode. So if this is the case, right, this can damage your relationships. Okay, it's very serious, and it doesn't matter what relationship that it is. So in this case, what I would recommend, Taurus, if you find that you have so much to say, but you literally it's stuck in your throat, right? You can feel it in your throat. I want you to examine what your feelings are and write it down first, because sometimes the first step in finding your voice is to write it down. Okay? Write it down, read it, look at it, examine it. Does it make sense? Because sometimes part of the reason our throat chakra closes up on us is because maybe we're not supposed to speak that. Maybe we haven't put enough analysis into it, right? On the flip side, maybe we put so much analysis to it, we feel so strongly about it that we feel like if we actually spoke the truth, or if we spoke what we think, right, we would be demonized, or it would reflect poorly on us. So then we need to examine those feelings associated with that communication. All right, Taurus, it's not an easy game, like no matter what, okay? But it is time to speak up. And there are things you can do with your throat chakra, with this fifth chakra. And clearly you have the Archangel Gabriel. So like for me, Archangel Gabriel, he kicks butt, all right? So he's the voice of God, okay? like doesn't matter if you've got a frame of reference in any kind of biblical Christianity, but Gabriel, for example, was the angel to come to Mary and say, hey, this is what God wants from you. Right? He is the voice of God, because, that's how we hear God best. We wouldn't be able to function if we actually heard God's real voice. But that is kind of irrelevant. This card is calling on you to call on the energy of the Archangel Gabriel. Okay? Be the voice of the divine. Open up that throat chakra. Learn how to effectively communicate. Sometimes it's practice. Like almost all the time it's practice. But sometimes it's writing it down, getting it out on paper, making sure it makes sense. And as we develop and flesh out our thoughts and ideas, it really can help us narrow down what's important, and it makes it easier for us to speak what we need to speak to, okay? But wouldn't surprise me if you are going to be called to speak out, and it might make you really uncomfortable. So call on that, angelic energy. Don't be afraid. This is an angel. He kind of kicks butt, right? So don't be afraid of that. All right, Taurus, I hope this has been helpful for you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to speak this affirmation. My throat chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state, spinning with the beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. I'm going to repeat that. My throat chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state, spinning with the beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. So if you need to speak those words, loosen up your vocal cords with that, right? To give yourself some of that courage and bravery, then do it. Write it down. Keep it in your pocket to remind yourself. Come back and listen to this video. Or pick up this deck. I know that you have this. And remember, I am doing that moon ritual tomorrow, so if you want to come back for that, that will help you to cut the cord with that attachment to negative self-talk. Okay, that's all fifth chakra work as well. If you need some coaching, I am offering all of my packages at 50% off my hourly rate. If you want a reading, I am also offering every reading I offer at 50% off the normal rate. So that would be JupiterRisingTarot.com or CoachingClarity.com. All the information is below. Thanks a lot, Taurus. I believe in you. You got this. All right, Virgo, now it's time for you, okay? Again, I am using the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Anne Taylor. I am doing my earth signs. As you can see, I already chose for Taurus. So I'm going to shuffle these cards, and as I do that, I'm going to mention that at the end of this reading, I will offer an affirmation directly from the Energy Oracle card guidebook, because I think that Sandra Taylor did an excellent job with these affirmations, and they could help you work with this energy and channel it in the best way possible. Virgo, I hope you're having a great full moon energy time this July. Tomorrow I'll be doing that full moon ritual where we will be talking about cord cutting. If you want to have more information about that, check it out. All right, Virgo, here's your card. Now this is interesting because it is the inverted 4th chakra Raphael. All right. Now the card I chose, ironically enough, for Taurus is the 5th chakra, which is all about the voice. Well, the 4th chakra is the heart. And sometimes this is like a really scary one, right? This is, love is not easy. And I think that honestly, me doing this cord cutting ritual tomorrow may help you out because you're struggling to show yourself some love and compassion. As you can see, I have my reading surrounded by hearts and rose quartz. And I believe very strongly in the power of love. And I think that love is important for us to nurture within and toward ourselves. We can't love other people properly if we don't love ourselves. The sense we have, Virgo, is you feeling kind of abandoned. It's this broken heart energy, and I'm so sad for you, okay? I have a feeling that, it doesn't matter if this broken heart occurred now or recently or a long time ago. For whatever reason, that sense of being abandoned and being unloved and unlovable is recurring right now, and it is creating an energy block for you. So what happens, Virgo, is when we focus on these sad, depressed feelings of being abandoned and unlovable, we really create a block in a couple different ways, okay? So one of the blocks is that because we are mired in this cycle, we're kind of pushing away any other love attempts from the people in our lives or from attracting new people that could show us love, okay? And what happens is an unhappiness sort of settles into your soul. It settles into your psyche. And it becomes like a shield that you wear, right? Effectively blocking anything positive from coming into your life, okay? It is definitely a sign that you aren't loving yourself the way you should. So I recommend this all the time. And pick up some rose quartz. Pick up one of these nifty hearts here at your local gem shop. It's a nice, tangible reminder at minimum, right? I'm not going to profess any kind of magic power here, okay? Because, in the end, we associate the energy primarily. Get that rose quartz, get that heart, and hold it. Remind yourself that you are lovable, that you're worthy of love, right? But from yourself first, okay? All these old relationships, it wasn't meant to be, okay? It doesn't mean that you are unlovable. It just means that person wasn't the right one, right? Because anyone that makes you feel that way isn't the right one. So it's time to heal from that, okay? It's time to release it. So again, this cord cutting ceremony you can cut the cord with not just the person or the situation associated with this feeling, but you can cut the cord with the feeling itself. Cut the cord with the feeling of abandonment, that you're not deserving of love. It's time to cut the cord, okay? You need to kind of set this new moon energy, right? Use it and harness it to an intention of happiness and self-love, okay? Of clarity moving forward, okay? It's time to shrug this off. So now Raphael has that energy of healing and clarity. So when you talk about angelic energy, this is what you want. That's why Raphael is used. I'll flip it over so you can see this stunning card. That's why they use Raphael in this card for the art for this. I mean, they associate Raphael with the self-love. It's all about healing, loving yourself, giving yourself that approval, right? The right. You owe it to yourself. All right, Virgo. So we're going to talk affirmation now. So I want you to stand there and take a few deep breaths. Look at yourself in the mirror, close your eyes, whatever it is you want to do. Sit in a quiet space and repeat these words. My heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. I'll repeat that. My heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. Virgo, I hope you do come back and visit tomorrow for my full moon ritual. I think it's going to be a really fun thing for you. It'll be really helpful. If you are interested in a reading, then contact me here or through JupiterRisingTarot.com. You can also sign up for coaching. I do packages also every 50% off my hourly rate. So please go to those websites and just pick what you need, what's best for you right now. Because what's best for you is ultimately what I want. And remember, everything, all of my services are 50% off. So this is the best time to utilize it. I am grateful for your time, Virgo, and I hope to see you soon. All right, I am doing the Earth sign Capricorn. This is your astrological card pull for the week, and I am using the Energy Oracle card deck, okay, by Sandra Anne Taylor. I love this deck. It's beautiful. I want to remind you, as I've reminded the other signs in this video, that I am doing a lunar ritual tomorrow. It will be cord cutting. I'm going to harness this full moon in Capricorn energy and do some serious release work. If that sounds like something that we would benefit from, I really hope you check it out. All right. Capricorn, I'm about ready to pull your card. Just as another note, at the end of this reading, I will be speaking an affirmation that comes directly from the guidebook. Sandra Anne Taylor wrote this affirmation and all these affirmations, and I think that they really make a lot of sense to work with the energy these cards are providing for you this week. All right, Cap, here we go. Okay, so, I mean, this is your card. It's man holding a heart, okay, but it is inverted. I'm just gonna fix that. Oops, I have it wrong. It's inverted. Man holding a heart. So the interesting thing about these cards is that they are very beautiful and descriptive, okay? So on this, we literally have a man holding a heart, okay? Normally, this would mean a really balanced family and love sort of relationship, a man love interest or a masculine love interest that is heading, you know, in a positive, highly intentional way. But unfortunately, what this is saying is that it's actually a disconnect, okay? And again, it's I definitely feel it's a masculine card. So here's the thing. If you are a man and you have chosen this card, right, or you identify with male energy, okay, you may be struggling, feeling disconnected with the people in your life, with maybe your life in general, okay? It's a shutdown emotionally, okay? You are definitely not where you should be, okay? Even if you are a female or identify as female, you may be, so again, this anger energy is very masculine, okay? So like it's a shutdown, it's a removal, right? So a lot of times feminine energy will get crazy when they get angry, right? And they're expressive, but this is a shutdown. This is the opposite, okay? This is I'm going to shut everything down and I'm not going to discuss anything with anyone. It's a grief card, right? It's also, you know, a lack of the ability to express yourself. So it's interesting how all of these cards have been related, earth signs. You guys seem to all be stuck in this kind of rut of communication, okay? Of this love space, okay? All right? So if you are feeling that way, I would say it's time to physically remove yourself, right? Go get a therapist or talk to a trusted counselor. Contact a coach like me. So if you're feeling this way, These are people that can help you, okay? Go to someone that you trust and talk about these feelings, because communication is going to help you unravel some of these feelings so that you can effectively either release them or communicate them to the people who need to know and understand what you're going through, because the people around you don't get it. They don't know why you're suddenly not there anymore, okay? All right? They want you to express yourself, and more than that, they want you to be comfortable in expressing yourself. So just do it. Now, alternatively, if you are attached to someone, right? If you're getting the feeling that the person you're attached to is shutting down, they are, okay? And you have to decide, okay, again, if you're the opposite person with this card, right? So you are not the man holding the heart. You are with the man holding the heart. And again, of course, I don't mean this literally. Like, you can be a woman or non-binary completely. But you are with someone, you are in a relationship with someone who has, your gut is telling you they've shut down, their behaviors telling you that they're not connected to you anymore. You need to figure out why. Now, if you are in a situation that could put you in danger, then please seek counsel, seek help. Okay, if you're afraid to communicate with this person, you shouldn't be in this relationship. And it's probably time to walk away. But if it's not something that you're afraid of, confront it. Talk to this person and say, hey, what's going on? I love you. I want to communicate with you. I want you to hold my heart. You are holding my heart, but I feel like you've, kind of put it down and walked away. Let them know, because they might not really know how to have that conversation with you. And regardless of what the end result of the conversation, Capricorn, okay, you can't be afraid of that. Because is it better to feel disconnected and anxious and nervous and never know, just to keep, the relationship at the surface intact? I don't think so. I mean, you're the only one that can make that decision. But Capricorn, it is definitely time to face the truth and take action, regardless of whether you are the man holding the heart or you are in relationship with the man holding the heart. Okay, because it can go both ways. Now, I'm really bummed that you're going through this, but it is time to take that action. Okay? All right, because that person may not admit it unless you ask. All right, and if you are the man holding the heart, it's time you kind of speak up and do the right thing by these people in your life. Both of you, regardless of whether you are one or the other, right? Whatever side of the coin you are on, your soul is asking for some peace here. Okay, peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of spirit. So I'm going to throw in this affirmation, Capricorn. Take a deep breath. I am comfortable with all of my emotions. I honor and express them in appropriate ways. I feel peace. I am comfortable with all of my emotions. I honor and express them in appropriate ways. I feel peace. And you can write that affirmation down. You can repeat it in the mirror to yourself. You can come back and listen to this video. Now, again, if you would like a bigger reading, all my readings are 50% off right now at JupiterRisingTarot.com. If you're in need of coaching, you can contact me and set up a package, which is all 50% off right now as well. And that is coachingclarity.com. All the information is below in the description. I hope you come back tomorrow for the full moon ritual. Again, it's all about cord cutting. And Earth signs, it seems like you really need this cord cutting ceremony. I am really shocked at this crazy energy. And Capricorn, this is your moon, so I'm heartbroken for you if you are struggling with this right now. Anyway, I love you all. I really appreciate you being here. Have a really good day.